Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Are you okay? In your neck of
When we dry them up, too cold. Now go too deep, you know. Yeah, you have to watch Joe, you know. Our troops, see there? Apple cider vinegar and our troops. Come up right, make them get saturated in the gravy and all of that.
Jammas day number 5. On today's episode of the Jamaican cooking journey, we will be making some dinner rolls. That's what I'll be sharing with you today. So, right here, I have 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour right in here. I have got a tablespoon and a quarter of salt. I have also got 1/3 of a cup of white granulated sugar, and I am mixing it around, and I want you to mix it around to get the sugar and the salt especially in, really dissolve in. What I want you to do is to taste for salt. Yes, just a pinch. Yeah, and this is good. You taste. Sometimes we get a recipe and it says 1 1/4, 1 1/8. So the 1 1/4 teaspoon, 1 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So that is how I use, because let me tell you, if you don't put enough salt when you're making your bread, it is gonna not give you that nice taste. Now I have here some lasco, but it is the white lasco. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put about 1.5 packs of it in there. So you can probably go 1 3/4 or 2 packs if you're making. I'm trying to get 1 dozen, so I'm using 1.5 packs, and I'm gonna also go about mixing it in right here. So this is powdered milk that I've mixed in, and I'll tell you, 1.5 packet. So we are gonna mix it in real good. Mix it in real good. I have got right here 1.5 cups of warm water. I've got here 4 tablespoons of melted butter, and it's warm. And right in here I've got 1 tablespoon and a little, which will lead you to 1 packet of instant yeast. If you're using the other yeast, you'll have to prove it. This is the instant, so I'm gonna put it right in there. I'm gonna mix it up. This is the instant. I don't have to wait on it to froth. As soon as I mix it, you see it starts. The other one, you have to wait on it a few minutes, 5 or so minutes, for it to proof. I've dissolved my yeast right in there. I'm gonna put this in my mixing bowl, and these are all the ingredients that we need. And what you hear there in the background, family, it is my fan. I am not near the beach, so I'm gonna use my KitchenAid mixer. You could use your hand, and I'm gonna start off with my whisk because I want to put this on the low. I think I should be using my guard right here. So I'm gonna put a little of the mixture in there, and I'm gonna start my mixer on the low. If you need your guard, that's why I'm starting on the low. You can go ahead. I'm using the whisk to bring the mixture together. Okay, so I am adding this a little at a time, and then I whisk on the low. So as we go, are you there? You're on it, Dad? Are they seen? As we go, the dough and the water gets there. The dough gets a little, I want you to get on it, the dough gets a little tight. So we are gonna put a little more. So it will mix it. It's just gonna get it together. Then after we have put all of our water, we are gonna add this hook, this dough hook. Okay, you seeing it? Dad, get on it for me now. It's coming together. All right, so we're gonna pause, and we are gonna put the remainder of our liquid, and then we are gonna get it come together with the whisk. And then when you see me next, I'll put on this attachment, which is the dough. So Dad, this is, I want you to get right up on it. The whisk has mixed it together, but it's not kneading it. It just bring the ingredients together. I'm gonna remove this, but I have to unplug. Remember to unplug your mixer, family, from the electrical outlet. I don't take no chance with them something when I'm gonna change around. So once you're doing this, family, remember to do the unplugging. Do not remove or change anything with this thing plugged in. Okay, it's electricity and all of that. So in the next clip, I'll have my dough hook attached, and we are going to be kneading our dinner rolls dough. So I'm attached, yeah, and I'm gonna start kneading, and I'm gonna use this, and I'm gonna start on the low, and as it comes together, now at this point you may need a little extra dry flour as we go along. So I'm gonna knead it, and I'm gonna return to show you how it looks. Now we have increased our speed, and we have gotten a little extra, gotten a little like a quarter cup, or a little, I think this is less than quarter cup. So we are gonna mix it, and you can see that the gluten is start building up. That get on it. The gluten that the yeast is providing in there, you can see it starts pulling away from the side. But you have got to mix this for about a pretty good 12 to 15 minutes, okay, and let it come along. Now the trick here, or what we are looking for, is to knead until when, knead until when you touch the dough, it is not sticky. You see it? It's sticking, but you want to knead until it's not sticky. So we're going to continue doing some more kneading. So now, family, you see my table is really not steady, so don't mind the shaking of the mixer. But you see it's mixing and it's coming together, it's pulling away from the sides. This is what the KitchenAid does. It really has that ability. You can do it by hand, or you know, say all them work out the KitchenAid are gonna do, you would have to do it with your hand, and it would take more time. You can see the smoothness of the dough coming out as it mixes and pulls away from the side of the mixer. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take our mixer down to low and look at the dough. See what is happening? It's down to low. We're gonna stop it. We're gonna look at the dough. Our finger is sticking still a little. Now if it is that is happening, you want to, at each time you come and add a little flour, but do not add more than about a tablespoon or a tablespoon and a half each time until you get it. And we're going to do that until we get it and come back. Okay? Okay, so with the addition of a little extra flour, you see how it's cleaning and the dough has come together, and it is cleaning the side of the bowl, pulls it away as it goes round. So we can let us check now. I think we should be good. And see, our hand is barely sticky. Make sure your hand is not wet. Okay, so we're gonna unplug. Try to remember to unplug, and you're gonna use your hand. If it sticks a little here, it doesn't matter, but you know, just to the touch, but not when you put your hand in there. Just to that touch there. When you just touch it, it's not supposed to be sticking. But when you use your hand like this, you will get a little sticking. But let us come to see what is happening. So this is how your dough mix looks in there. You see, it is pulling away from the side. Now what you want to do, you want to flour your surface just lightly, not too much, because you don't want this dough to get too tough and baggy, you know. And remember at all times to make sure that your utensils and everything, your temperature is on the warm, nothing cold. No farmer cold, because it will kill the yeast. So let's get this out nice and easy. You see that? And it comes out right there. You know, also you don't want to stay there and overwork this dough. Okay, so with a little flour and a lightly floured surface, you can just have your thing going. Just mix it around, because you're not gonna do much kneading here. You're just gonna try to put it together right here with just a little extra flour, not much, loose and the light, not too bundled up, because this thing will get all back too tough. Look at this. So when you do it like that, it enables you to work the dough and your hands are clean. This is how it looks. Work it and bring it together, and then it's not sticking. Now we're gonna leave this dough to proof. So we're gonna use a little oil, just a little bit of oil, and we are gonna grease a bowl, whether a plastic, a glass, it doesn't matter. But when you use a glass, you will see if the yeast is working. To the sides and to the bottom, just a little bit of oil. And this oil is to let, as the dough expands, it does not stick to the side. It glides out easily. So you're gonna fold your dough now, you see it? Nice and warm. It must be kept warm at all times. You're gonna put it in here. Look at the softness of it, and you're gonna leave it for 1 hour, depending on your temperature where you're at. 1 hour, 1.5 the max, to get it come to a double in amount. Okay, so you can use, camera girl, when we works with yeast, she likes to use plastic wrap. I honestly like to use a clean towel, so I'm gonna leave it there. You know a Jamaica me there? I don't know if my kitchen a built-in heater. You can leave it on your stove and turn on your range hood. You can heat up your oven ahead of time and then turn it off, leave it in there. You can do it all with your microwave. So in another hour or hour and a half, we will return. So after 1 hour, this is what our dough looks like. So you know the norm. We are going to deflate it now. We're going to get out all them extra what that thing there, all those extra gases that was the yeast produced. All right, so we're gonna work with our dough as it is still warm, and that is what I like about it. So you want to get just a little floured surface again. Just do a little bit of kneading. We're gonna use this here. I've never used this before, so I'm not sure how much, but I'm opting. It seems like I'll get about 15, but let's go. So what I want to do right now, I want to grease my dish, and I'm not sure, maybe this is it's maybe 13, but it's not 9. So I'm gonna grease it to the sides, because you know they're gonna come right up to the side. We're gonna finish grease with this and return. Okay, so this is our dough. I'm gonna get it in 2 equal parts. Family, weighing your scale here would be really good. So let us work on a half of this and see what it gives us. So we want to make sure so you get them even. You get it even, but for most people they would do like, yeah, I think we have it. So we're gonna roll out this piece here to the tallest, like a tall, and then we are going to get it in 2 equal parts again. And then we're gonna try to get this in like about probably 3, and I'm gonna start making my rolls, and I'm gonna do mine just as how I do a dumpling. I'll show you how I'm doing it. I'm gonna use the palm of my hand, keeping it, rolling it, rolling it, rolling it. I want to make it just like this. Do you, family, do how you can do it. And you want to put that down. Gonna do another one, and if you feel like that piece of dough, which it seems like it, because we are not measuring, so it's not accurate. This is how I do mine. So do what you want to do, family, and we're gonna get them close on to each other, you know. So I'll be getting 3 right there, keeping them close together. So I'm gonna get 3 across, and then I'll show you how much I'll get coming on the long side. So we have 3 on the short side. Let us see what we are gonna get on the long side. So It's like we might get 15. I don't know. I'm not sure. Keeping it like, you know, like a little dumpling ball. Perk it up, perk it up. And I put them close. And looks like we will get 5. Putting them close to each other. Remember, it's dinner rolls. This is good. So we're gonna get 5. Seems like we're gonna be having 15. Yep. We're gonna be having 15. So when I'm through, I'll come back to you. Okay, family, all done. So now you just want to gently brush with melted butter. And that's what we're gonna do. I'll come back. Put in a little sesame seeds. You don't have to, but we want to. So if you want to, when you do yours, you just add your sesame seeds. We're gonna cover with our plastic wrap or the same clean towel, and we're gonna leave it to proof for another 35 to 40 minutes. Next, when you see us, it'll be proof and ready to go in the oven. I'll catch you in the next clip. So we're gonna remove our plastic wrap, all proofed, ready to go. 375 degrees Fahrenheit, 177, 180 thereabout Celsius, right in your oven. I'm not at the middle fully though, but well, right in there for another about 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, fam? Okay, now fam, we have just removed our rolls from the oven, and as we remove them all warm, we're gonna brush on some all melted butter. And you know, these are not anything that you have to like definitely say you wanna to use cure and all of that so we're just gonna put on just to keep them at the top and to keep them moist. Homemade dinner rolls, Jammas Day 5. That's how we did it, just for you. Remember to make sure that you're subscribed to the Jamaican Cooking Journey. When you do, make sure that you hit the notification bell. Remember to give me a thumbs up. Remember to watch my ads. Thanks for the love, thanks for the support. That's how we did it, right on the Jamaican Cooking Journey. Come, Kim.